Hi, it's Mr. Owen again here at Juneau Montessori School. I'm back with my pink apron by popular demand. We're going to do another cooking show so you guys can keep making delicious baked goods at home with your children during this unfortunate closure of our school. Today we're going to make classic shortbread cookies. So I'm going to get started. I've already washed my hands. Please remind your children how to wash their hands. It's really, really important during this time. What I have is 16 tablespoons of unsalted butter. That's 2 full sticks. It's going to go into a bowl. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1 cup of powdered sugar, confectioner sugar. Into the bowl. We're going to mash this up with a wooden spoon. You could use a whisk, you could use a spatula, but the idea is we pretty much want to combine this as well as we can. When I do this with children, it's usually easier if I hold the bowl and they do the mashing. It tends to work better that way since they don't have the coordination to hold the bowl with one hand and smash with the other. The butter has been softened, obviously. You shouldn't melt it in the microwave or anything. Just leave it out for a couple hours before you use it. You'll have a hard time smashing it into a paste if it's cold, obviously, and if it's melted, it just won't work. Okay, so what we have is basically a paste of the butter and the sugar and the other 2 ingredients. I'm going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And the same thing, we're just trying to combine it. In a moment, after I get it started a little bit, I'm going to turn it out onto the board and use my hands to finish combining it. It's a little hard to get it completely worked in with a spoon. It's okay to use your hands when you cook. That's why we wash them before we do so. All right. So I have this crumbly mess of sort of dough here. I'm just going to dump it out on the board. Using my hands, I'm just going to smash it together. It's going to seem too dry, like it's not a dough at all, but once you start working it a little bit, it'll come together, you'll see. It's impossible to overwork this dough. Because we haven't added any liquid to it, any water, then it won't get tough or anything like that, like a pie crust would. The only thing you can do is if you handle it too long, the heat from your hands will melt the butter and you don't want that. So, I have a ball of dough. Pretty simple. I'm going to take some flour. I have some extra flour here. Flour the board a little bit. And we're going to roll this out using a rolling pin. Want a uniform thickness. Say maybe 1/4 of an inch is good. Okay. I'm going to call that 1/4 of an inch. I have selected 2 cookie cutters for our project. Today we have a dog bone and a butterfly. When selecting cookie cutters, my experience is that you want a sort of a not too complicated rounded shape. The ones that have like stars, the tips burn, you know, and funny animals, the tails and heads break off. Like a nice round, simple shape is usually best. And then we're just going to cut some out. So simple. I have a sheet pan here lined with parchment. If you don't have parchment, a quick spray on a sheet pan is fine, or a silicone baking mat is fine. So we're going to try to get as many cookies as we can out of this by pressing them close to one another. Let's do some butterflies also. If they start to stick to your board, you can pick them up with a spatula if that's necessary. These are not sticking, so. Yeah, like so. Variations on this recipe. I've added lemon zest, like the lemon peel to it before. You have a lemon shortbread, works really well. You can do the same thing with orange. You could put poppy seeds in them. I mean, you could put cinnamon in them. Kind of any of the spices or seasonings that you think might sound good, give it a try. You never know what might be the best thing you ever had in your whole life. Okay, so I have some cookies here. This dough here, I'm not going to show you, but this can all just be smushed back together, rolled again, and then you just press it again. So you don't need to waste any of the extra dough, but you don't need to see me do that because I've already shown you how to do it. The last little thing I like to do is I have some sugar in the raw here. It's just the coarse raw sugar. I like to give them a sprinkle. It gives them kind of a nice little crystally, sugary look on the top when they're done baking. Okay, I have an oven heat preheated to 325 degrees. I'm going to go pop this in that oven. They're going to take 12 to 15 minutes maybe. I'll check them after 12. I'm going to put them kind of in the middle, not at the top or bottom rack, but towards the middle. And these cookies, you want to pull them out before they're brown. Once they start to get brown, they're kind of overcooked. They get a little dry. So you want a nice sort of white cookie. They'll puff slightly, and then they'll be ready. And I'll show you what they look like when they're all done. Okay, see you in a minute. Hi, we're back. It's been 12 minutes at 325 degrees, and our cookies are done. I'm going to try to get a little closer here so I can show you. Am I in the shot? Here. Mm-hmm. So they've puffed up a little. They haven't begun to brown. This is what you want. These are done. People have a tendency to overcook shortbread cookies. You will enjoy them more if you don't. They're great. Easy to make. I miss you guys so much. I'm really, really looking forward to the end of this whole crisis, just like everyone else, so we can get back to our nice, happy little Juneau Montessori family everyday life. Okay? Bye. See you next time.